Everyone in our town knew the rule: don't go into the woods at night. No one explained why. All the children learned it early, and you obeyed it. Our house backed directly onto the forest. The tree line began just beyond our yard, dense trees growing too close together, branches tangled like they were trying to hold something in. My father built a fence along the edge of the property, higher than anyone else's. He repaired it constantly, replacing boards, sealing gaps. He never said what the fence was for, only that it needed to hold. A boy from my school went missing once. One evening, he wandered into the woods just before dark. They found him hours later standing between the trees, facing inward. He said he had heard his father calling him, but his father had passed away when he was 6. After that, he changed. He stopped speaking in class, stopped looking at people when they talked to him. Sometimes he would stand at the edge of the forest listening. A year later, he disappeared. The town searched the roads. They never searched the woods. At night, we heard sounds beyond the fence, slow movement in the leaves, branches shifting when the air was still. Sometimes something heavy brushed against the fence, deliberately. My parents never investigated. They closed the curtains, turned up the television. When I asked what made the noises, my father said, "We don't build fences for nothing." The night I broke the rule wasn't brave. It was an accident. Our dog, Willow, slipped through the back door after midnight. I heard the gate creak open. By the time I reached the yard, she had already crossed the fence. I followed without thinking. The woods swallowed the light almost immediately. The air was colder, quieter. Even my footsteps sounded wrong. Then I saw the trees. Their bark was covered in deep scratches, long, deliberate marks repeating from trunk to trunk. Not words, not symbols, just lines, endless. Further in, small figures hung from the branches, crude shapes made from broken sticks tied together with twine. They faced deeper into the forest, watching. The ground softened beneath my feet. Animal bones and little skulls lay arranged in perfect circles, pressed into the soil. No footprints around them, no signs of how they had been placed. That was when the fog appeared, thin at first, then thick enough to swallow the beam of my flashlight. The whispering returned, all around me, breathing, listening, waiting. I realized I wasn't alone. Something stood between the trees, watching me, a tall shadow. I ran. I don't remember reaching the house, only the sound of my own breathing and the gate slamming shut behind me. Willow was already back in the yard, standing near the fence, staring into the trees. She wouldn't come inside, not that night, not the next. She stopped sleeping, stopped eating. A few weeks later, she died. The vet said there was nothing physically wrong with her. We buried her near the fence where she always used to stand watching the woods. My father repaired the barrier the next morning, higher than before. He didn't ask where I had been. He didn't ask why the gate had been open. He just made sure it would hold. Years have passed. Other children have gone missing. We don't speak their names. We repair the fences, we keep the lights on at night, and we watch the tree. Some nights, when the air is still, I can still hear Willow barking in the woods.